Monday, 2036, 46 seconds, year 2023, 7th month, July, 10th day. Met her on Monday, was my lucky Sunday. You know what I have a focus in. So, you really can't. Look at that. I have focus in feature now. I never knew what that was. Anyway, so I was on square mode somehow. I was on the IRS call and screen recording and see if I could camera record at the same time. So it just some weird shit going on with the different functions. Lights were happening when I was pressing record. The camera light would come on. So anyway, I had to cut that because it was too high. Relocate the nails, so I pounded it in because I had to get it so this thing up here is pretty even up there, and then even over here too, because I put this one in, and then I just pound a couple nails to lengthen it, because after I pounded it in I realized it was too short. Because it at least has to come to here. That's where that panel ends. But you see what's going on here though is this one here is flat, darn near flat coming out, although it does go to an angle. And the reason why it goes at an angle is because that's all these posts, that's all the height I got out of those posts. So anyway, so I put that in there, put a couple nails in. I was able to hold it together with this clamp. I'll just keep it there for now. But I put this up. You know, this was functioned up yesterday. I put that up. Yeah, that's right. When I realized after I put it up, I'm going to have to put a 2x4 across the bottom lip. So here's a 2x4, and it's going to have to go across the bottom lip like that to be able to hold these support beams, these right here, to be able to hold this, because I'm going to put some going here, here, here. So when it comes down flat like this, it's coming over, and if the beam is going across like this from there to there, that big beam there, it's going to need two X4s on it right there to be able to receive the long beam going from that post to this post. So, and I got this one ready to hang. I got a nail here. I got stuff here to hold it. I got a beam here to hold it. It's braced off down there. It's up there. I got a line where it goes. I got the other post braced off. Reason being because this post I'm leaving soft and pliable so that I can move it any way until I can get things pounded in place to where I want to pound them in place. So anyway, so here I go. And I didn't say here we go. I said here I go. I'm getting more. I'm improving. The training is improving to not include other living organisms into the efforts that I'm bringing. So, you know, lest another living organism feel obligated that they have to support the statement that I put forth and vote for me. Thinking it's a we thing. and follow me, and do everything or bring everything that I bring. Like they got to be just like me, although the capacity is there. Well, it wouldn't be just like me, it would be just like the universe. Whatever the universe, as far as I'm concerned, I get to be whatever I want in the universe. And I figure any other living organ has the same access. And it seems to me, if I want to be everything anytime I want to be it, and another living organism wants to be anything anytime they want to be it, without time or whatever the hell, whatever it is, then to me, then we would be the same thing at the same time, except we would be individual. Because I wouldn't be stuck. I wouldn't be stuck. That would be that's the expectation. I wouldn't be stuck where I was at. I could alter the variations. If I wanted a little less this and a little less that, a little more or a little more that, But if everything was maxed out at more, then it would have to go less, unless there is a limit. There could be that there is no limit. And I'm thinking that's probably more what it is. There is no limit. But anyway, so I'm learning more and more, getting more established more and more to say, now, instead of saying, well, let's put this up here, just regular old jive camera street talk, I'm going to put it up. Aye. Now I get to learn how to stand secure on who I am instead of kind of having a crutch, needing someone else, as the crutch to support me. Because when I say we, or let's put this up here, that's a crutch to lean on some other living organism. That's the way I see it anyway. Although I can say any word I want, but because of the condition that the society is in, I want to bring a distinction for now, lest this society which I see is still kind of, in a crummy position, as far as I'm concerned, for me. Lest everything want to remain in this crummy position that I don't really I don't like the crumminess that it is. The one-sidedness, the slave situation, the vote for me, let me tell you what to do and all that. Let me speak for you because you can't speak for you. You can't do what I do. But I could go on and on and on. So, anyway, this is going to go up here. So now that I explained pretty much a lot of things, so there, it hangs right there. That tends to be like that. Now, when I put this up there, what's happening is this beam right here is a little bit off. So I can see, whoops, hold on. Let me get the stool so this can be seen much more much more clearly. All right. So there's the idea right there. and now that it's light out, the warped board is able to be seen for what it is. Because it's flush in the middle here, then it starts to rainbow like that. Now I got it so that it goes to there. So this is why I kept this post pliable, so that I can fill the gap in there and push it in. And then the last things that happen is then put the shim braces down there at the end of the post with a cement mold. Okay, so here it is. It's off because the board is bonering up, or whatever the hell is bending up. Some boners bend to the side. Some boners, bend all kind of different angles. Everybody's got a different, shape, wonder, length, thickness, breast, girth, angles, and all that. So this one just happens to be bonering up. But thinking if I want to, I could force that down probably if I wanted to somehow, and then drive a nail on the other side. Or I could just put another 2x4 here, and then, you know, just lay it on there. That way I can add more roofing and it'll be even all the way across. So anyway, that's that. Holy apples falling out of the tree. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to push that. Ooh, it's wanting to fall over here. Hold on. Okay, so that goes into there. And it is to me a wee bit jimmy jangled. But anyway, let me set the camera down now. Or there I said it. I said let's. I shall. So that's the new thing. Let me, or let's. I need to start replacing with I shall. I shall. Instead of saying let's. So that's the new memory thing for me right there. Replacing the word let's with I shall. So I shall put this camera down right here, or over here this way. And yeah, looks like it. Is that it? Yeah, so there it is. And then you get up under here and get the hammer and now this brings me to the next point. Now that I just got this thing setting up here, to me, let me get this earplug out. I'll just keep one earplug in. To me, it's more sensible to pound a 2x4 instead of calling it a 2x4 to promote the fake buy system, the Temple Night Order fake buy system, because everything's supposed to be Treasury prepaid, because I'm the creditor to the corporate bankruptcy. Anyway, so to put that 2x4, so here would be an example for the 2x4. This one I have to get apart. This is two 2x4s. This is a double 2x4 Jimmy Jam here. And this one, once I get this one apart, I'm going to put them end to end to get me a long board to go straight to this post, from that post to that post. And I just happened to go in the garage yesterday, or the shed yesterday, and much to the surprise, I did save a box of those truss plates, the steel truss plates, where I can put these end to end and have them be one piece, and then put another short 2x4 on the side of them, nail it together, and have extra support so that these two right here shall go end to end. But for the sake of example, I'm just going to pretend that this is one 2x4. So I need 2x4 going all the way from here all the way to over to there. Or at least enough 2x4 pieces, which I have some more pieces right here. And I don't have to put a steel truss plate to get these together, because I can just nail them straight to this board. So this one's going to go this long, and then I'm going to need another 3 foot to go that way. So I'm thinking right now that I shall go ahead and just tear these ones apart, get all the nails and all the hooves and shit, clean it up, and then cut them up separator and then cut the other one up to the length that I want. Now another thing that I'm debating is shall I have that beam extend all the way out? And I'm thinking no. It only needs to go to the end of the post right there. So. So, now this thing here, I can tell I need to push it forward some to get this board to go a little more straighter. It's kind of bent too. But anyway, so it can stay right there. But since how it's only 16 minutes on the video, I suppose I could just go ahead and put this camera over here, get another 16 minutes worth of, or 4 more minutes worth of camera action, and just, set it here and have a camera tearing this board apart. So, I've got the screwdriver out here. Fuckers are in there. It's just some flimsy looking staple like things, and they're just fucking in there. Guess I'll get it like this. One end came out. Tearing one end out, coming out. The whole fucker came undone and then flew in the grass somewhere. I'm not really too keen on. I'm not keen at all on nails and staples and any kind of pounding metals with sharp edges on them flying around in the yard somewhere, free to be stepped on. So that one sucks. But usually how it goes is it's stuck on the, good, it's on the screwdriver. That's wonderful. Just put it over here. To me, that's the guitar string technique. Whenever I break a guitar string, sometimes guitar string pieces go flying on the carpet when I'm pulling the broken string out. That would be the back end to the string that's attached to the bridge, with the string ball on the end, which is used to tie the string onto. It holds it into place inside the guitar bridge. But sometimes that ball, and it still has the little piece of broke string on it that's wound around the ball to keep it on there, it'll fall into the carpet. Or even just, you know, a piece of broke string itself, just a small piece, because sometimes I have to wire cut some shit. So it'll fall into the carpet, and then I've learned just to spend just, you know, no more than 15, 20, 30 seconds looking for it. And anything more than that, I'm straining to look for it, and it doesn't want to be found. And usually when I use that technique, usually more than likely sometime in the future, another day into the future, or a week or 2 weeks, a month, even a year, that little piece shall be located, and I shall never have stepped foot on any of them. Except for one, I stepped foot on one, but it really didn't go in because I caught it just enough. But that's the little rule that I have, the little thing that I got going on with any sharp objects that fall on a walking platform, like yards, grass, dirt, carpets, decks, whatever it is, asphalt, whatever it is that I have to walk on. If I at least spend 15 to 30 seconds looking for it, and any more time than that, I'm straining to look for something. I'm straining, which means it's somewhere else besides where I thought it could easily be, you know, be picked up. But if I just spend 15 to 30 seconds on it, 99% of the time, I shall never ever step on it. Never ever step on it. But if I don't spend any time looking for it whatsoever, and I just say, fuck it, 99% of the time, sometime it's gonna get stepped on. So yeah, that's, you know, I've been at that for years and years and years, and it you know, it's a wonderful thing that, you know, that there's a whole lot of success, a whole lot of injury elimination, sharp objects going into the foot when I use that formula. So, anyway. Talk about bum cakes, my girl's got her. Ooh, that one came all the way out. So I got something to put this wood against now, kind of, sort of. Ooh, doesn't really want to come out right there. God, this screwdriver's starting to bend. Woo! That one came out. Now the rest of these have one end still stuck in the wood. So I have to grab these with a plier. Pry these things out. Pull them out. Like I said, this is free Craigslist wood that I got some years ago. And a lot of this wood, people just pulled the stuff out of the you know, the structure. They just pulled it out of the structure, and all the extra attachments and nails and bits and pieces and stuff that was all used to hold the wood together to the structure. A lot of it was still attached into it. So in order to utilize the wood, I would have to clean all the shit off of it, pull it all off, remove all the nails, and some of the wood had fucking nails up the ass in it. Staples and U-joints and fucking bolted shit to it, all kinds of stuff. But, you know, the beauty in that is that I got a plenty supply of nails and a plenty supply of bolts and a plenty supply of staples and a plenty supply. All I had, you know, I just needed to hammer them up back into shape. So, you know, spending $1,000 on lumber, nails, wood screws and shit like that, you know, it was all free on Craigslist. I just had to put extra labor into it to get it back into cleaning it up. Just cleaning it up. Clean up labor, man. And I didn't have to spend a dime except for gas. So anyway, I spoke to the IRS, the general question answer assistant, and a direct IRS agent, and the agent confirmed everything that I had seen on the YouTube and everything that was on the internet on the Google search. That the 2019 taxes have until this month, July the 15th, 2023, to get those things in. Otherwise, anything past that date is going to be considered the 3-year mark, and it shall not be eligible for any refund. So, and he also confirmed that the 2020, the 2019 stimulus $1,200 credit is able to be credited on the 2020 tax return, and there's a place on it somewhere, he said around line 26, and he said just fill it in right there, and he says it'll automatically be sent to you. And the same thing with the 20 and the 21. But what he said was on the year 2020, he said fill it out. He said fill it out for the $1,200 one and the $600 one. So that's going to be $1,800 for the 2020 IRS tax return. And then for the 2021 tax return, he said there's a spot on the 1040 form also. And he said fill it in, and the return for the 2021 season is the $1,400 tax return. So I'm going to get $1,800 plus $1,400. That's going to be $3,200. I'm going to get $600 and close to $700 for the year 2019 for I only worked from November and December, 2 months of that year. As I went to Natron Wood Products October 31st. Or October 30th. So really that's the end of October. 2 months, November, December, and that's the end of the year. So that's going to be $700. So 32 plus 7, that's going to be 39. And then I'm going to get the tax return from 2020, 2021, and 2022 from both the IRS and the state. And I'm figuring it's probably going to be around $1,000 for each year. So that's going to be 39, 49, 59, 69. So that's around what I thought, and I figured it's going to be around $7,000 I'm going to be getting back here within the month or two. And I had just spent $5,000 in the last 3 months on preparing for the possible economy collapse that's supposed to start around the fall, and possibly not being able to get a job and spending the winter with no job, and then probably going into the summer again with no job. But there's also the possibility of getting another more extended Treasury access. So, so I'm gonna have 7,000 plus I got another 5,000 coming in on this Treasury access in the next 3 months. So in the next 3 months, I'm gonna have 7,000 plus 5,000. That's gonna be 12,000. That's gonna be for sure $12,000 to get me through the next 3 months, plus the winter, plus the summer. So I'm not going to need to get anything else that spend $300 on another cord of wood. And otherwise, anything beyond that, it's going to be save the money and spend it sparingly. I went and I bought extra underwear and extra socks, because those are the two things from living with no utilities and no job and everything. Those are the two things that go out the most, that really count. The underwear and the socks. They start getting holey and the underwear starts ripping. And I got extra food. Peanut butter and jelly is the main thing, just in case there ain't gonna be no food or a big food shortage. I got a bunch of beans and I got some canned stuff. Bunch of dried beans, lentils and stuff like that. So I got bicycle inner tubes in case there ain't gonna be no gas to drive the cars. I got flat repair kits, a flat repair kit. I got extra stuff to put in the inner tube to protect the thing from getting fucking nails in it and shit, for the bicycles and the food trailer that goes in the back of the bike. So, and I got all the cars ready. I got them all maintenanced up, and come December, I'm going to need to give them, the insurance companies in December, that's going to be, in the wintertime, they're going to want another $250 for 6 months insurance. So, other than that, I'm pretty much set for any economic greater than the last economic depression in 1929. I'm pretty much set, and I'm going to need $250 to send a. There's an attorney that has a special program, and he knows how to remove all this background bullshit off the background checks and get them off the record, so that all these jobs that go around, employers go around looking for background checks, and all they see is this first-degree pedophile thing on there. I got a thing for trespassing, and I got a thing for seeing a prostitute. That was not guilty, though. That was not guilty. The child molestation was not guilty, and the trespassing was supposed to be a not guilty. That was already supposed to be removed, but that was a not guilty. They did not allow me to explain what was going on, what happened. So all these charges that I got on the criminal record, they were all things I didn't even do. They were all things I didn't perform at all. So they're all non-guilty. So, but the wonderful thing with me, knowing high up with the elite and the surveillors, high up in the Vatican, the military, they know how to surveil the brain and read the thoughts, and they watch everything I've been bringing anyway, and I know they record everything. So they already know exactly what's going on with me. They know that I'm not guilty. So they are going to ensure that I am cared for because of that. And this is what I know. This is exactly what I know. And because of the belief system that I hold, and all the knowledge that I have, how the system runs, and that I have rebutted the system, and I've put in affidavits, and I've put in a valid claim, and I'm supposed to be getting Treasury access, and they have, and it's all been denied so far from all the lower guys. It's all been denied. You know, I'm sitting pretty wonderful that I am going to be more cared for than the average individual or the average citizen. I'm going to be more cared for. This house is all paid. It's free and clear. All the cars are free and clear. The house is free and clear. The property is all free and clear. So I'm set. I got no worries. But the only thing that I really have to worry on is just, keeping an eye on that 12,000 plus whatever comes in extra, and then whatever else happens. I just found out during the weekend on my visit with father and brother that our grandmother on mother's side, that's mother's mother, that's mother who drives the car in the front yard. Her mother had $10 million for the inheritance, and cousin Cindy stole all the fucking money. She stole it. And the way the trust was set up, according to what Dad and Jay said, is that the living daughter was supposed to get all the money, and Cindy was assigned to be executor to the trust, and she was supposed to get 10%, which is $1 million. And she stole $9 million and handed it out to all her friends, supposedly. That's the story of what's going on that I'm learning from what Dad and Jay told me what's really going on. And that was wonderful that I went and visited them this weekend, even though I had to deal with drunk Jay. So when I learned that, now I have recourse to hunt down. I have a treasure hunt now, a real treasure hunt to hunt down that 9 million. Yeah. So, yeah. Other than that, that's that till the next video. Pull finger.